Hi everyone, I am Rikita. We are going to learn about the endocrine system, which is the part of our Unit 2 Control and Coordination MYP4. So in this session, we will going to learn about endocrine gland, what is hormone, types of gland like thyroid, pancreas, adrenal, pituitary, ovaries and testes, hypothalamus location and its role. Let's start. So first question come in our mind, what is the endocrine system? So the endocrine system. Question. So the endocrine system is like the body messaging system. So it's a like a messaging. Sends message, receive message. So basically it's a messaging system. How message works, it is use chemical messenger. So basically it's not like use a application like us, rather than it use some chemical called chemical messengers, chemical messenger, and these chemical messenger called hormones. Right. So basically, endocrine system, it's a part of our body, which is a messaging system, and these message always carry in form of some chemicals, and these chemicals called hormones. Very simple, right? These hormones to send signal from through the blood to different part of the body. So hormone basically use blood, always mix in blood, and the blood reach the target tissue, etc. So these hormones help to control important body function like growth. It controls the growth, metabolism. So tell me about metabolism. What is metabolism? In earlier class, we already discussed about the metabolism. So any kind of chemical reaction take place in living body, that is metabolism. It control our moods plus emotions. So hormones control these things: growth, metabolism, moods and emotion. Metabolism, reproduction, right? It activate formation of the egg and the sperm. So reproduction, sleep cycle, and the body temperature as well. So, the hormone, the endocrine system is a collection of some glands. And the glands basically it's kind of an organ which makes chemical, and the chemical called hormone that release hormone in the bloodstream. Always remember, hormones are the chemical which is non-nutritive, very small in quantity, release into the bloodstream. Hormones, let's define hormone. It's act as a chemical messenger that regulate body processes just we discussed here, such as growth, metabolism, and reproduction. Work closely with the nervous system. So, our control and coordination needs two systems. First one is nervous system, second one is endocrine system. So both the system maintain our coordination and control setup. Nervous system to maintain homeostasis. So as we talked about this earlier in the class related to homeostasis. Let's come endocrine gland. So basically, these are the ductless gland. It means it's a assumes it's an organ. It's have their own duct, right? Like this. So organ make chemical, make enzymes and release through this duct. And this setup called exocrine gland, such as example sweat gland, right? Salivary gland. On the other hand, we have some gland which only have the organ, not any kind of duct. organ or gland makes chemical called hormone, and these hormone directly release into the blood pool, bloodstream, and this setup called the endocrine gland. Just remember for D, it's a ductless gland, don't have any kind of duct, such as like hypothalamus, such as thyroid gland, pancreas, etc. We will look in depth one by one. Ductless gland release hormone secreted directly into the bloodstream, target specific organ and tissue. Response is usually slower but long lasting. So it's carry a response for long lasting term compared to nervous system response. So nervous system is quick. So nervous system make a quick action, whereas the endocrine system makes slow action. It's take time. Why it's take time? Because it's all depend upon hormone thing, like chemical. But nervous system involves the electrical transmission. Let's study the major endocrine gland in listed format. So let's start from the thyroid gland. It's a kind of a gland. Let's memorize each and every endocrine gland in our body. So it's thyroid, pancreas, adrenal, pituitary, ovary, and testes. Thyroid located at neck below larynx. It's make thyroxine, triiodothyronine, calcitonin. These are the hormone listing. You have to memorize all of this. Main role of these hormone control metabolism, regulate blood calcium level. Come on the pancreas. Pancreas is another endocrine gland located abdomen behind stomach. It release insulin and glucagon. Okay. And as we have already discussed this in our previous class related to pancreas, insulin, and glucagon in blood sugar control, blood sugar level control mechanism. So it's help in regulate blood glucose level in the blood. Third one is the adrenal. Adrenal top on the kidney. You see in the kidney photograph having this pyramid structure, that is the adrenal gland. It's make adrenaline, cortisol, aldosterone. It's help in stress response, metabolism, salt and water balance in the body. Fourth one is pituitary, base of the brain below hypothalamus. It makes GH, growth hormone, TSH, ACT, LH, FSH, prolactin. It is also called master's gland. So it's act as a master. Why masters? Control the other endocrine gland. It's like a leader gland. Fifth one, the ovary. Ovary present lower abdomen in females only, release estrogen or progesterone. Its function, females development of female secondary sexual characteristics, regulate menstrual cycle in female. Last one is the testis 6. Its scrotum location is scrotum in males, release and forms testosterone. It's developed male secondary sexual characteristics, promotes sperm production. Right? Let's do one by one. Start from the thyroid gland. So thyroid gland, as you know, location of the thyroid gland. So let's write down the location. It's neck. The which kind of hormone is released by these glands? So hormone is thyroxine. The major important hormone is thyroxine. You can remember like thyroid release thyroxine function. Just read it. Control how fast or slow your body use energy. Basically, it help in control of metabolism, help with growth and development, right? So it's thyroid. Behind the thyroid, we have another gland, that is parathyroid. So thyroid is front view, thyroid gland in back view. The tiny little gland called parathyroid gland. It's look like this. This is a thyroid mass. It's make hormone that is called thyroxine. Why thyroxine? It maintain the metabolism process in our body. Let's location front of the neck below the larynx hormones. As you've seen in the picture, it's below the larynx. Hormone release thyroxine, also called T4, triiodothyronine T3. So basically, it's released T4, T3 thyroxine hormone, and its other hand release calcitonin. So thyroxine help in metabolic rate, and calcitonin release calcitonin hormone lowers blood calcium levels. So basically, calcitonin, you can easily remember like calcitonin for calcium, it helps to decrease the level of calcium in our body. Right. Disorder. So sometimes hypothyroidism where thyroxine is not produced, and sometimes amount of thyroxine very high. This is called hyperthyroidism. Come on, the another gland is pancreas. So pancreas, what is the location of pancreas? It is behind the stomach. Its location. Which kind of hormone? Insulin plus glucagon. Right? Insulin and glucagon. Alpha cells make glucagon. Beta cells make insulin. So look, this leafy-like structure, the gland called the pancreatic gland. This pancreatic gland, the special thing about the pancreatic gland, it is very special gland. It have act as a exocrine plus endocrine. Endocrine part of the pancreas release insulin and glucagon hormone thing. Right. Whereas exocrine make pancreatic juice. Look, the duct of the pancreatic juice, this thing. So why the pancreas? We say it's a kind of a exocrine gland because it have its own duct for the pancreatic juice. Whereas other hand, the cells like alpha and plus beta makes the hormone, and the hormone is directly released in the bloodstream through this. Look this, right? This is the alpha cell, beta cell, this one. So, location of the pancreas behind the stomach, upper abdomen, hormone released insulin and glucagon. Insulin decrease blood glucose level and the glucagon increase blood sugar level. Whereas insulin is produced by the beta cells and the glucagon is produced by the alpha cells. Alpha cells always makes glucagon. Glucagon help to increase blood sugar level, or you can say glucose level. Dual role. Yes, pancreas, it's a kind of heterocrine gland, act as both endocrine and exocrine. Come on, the next gland, adrenal gland. So its location. Its location, as you see in the picture, on top of each kidney, on top of each kidney, right? So this is a kidney bean shaped. Kidney help in blood filtration. We know this pyramidal structure gland called adrenal gland. We have one pair of adrenal gland. This is left kidney. If we zoom the figure of the adrenal gland and cut its transverse section, medulla, the central core region called medulla, the outer region called cortex, and adrenaline gland makes hormone called adrenaline hormone. In other words, sometimes it's called epinephrine. Function help the body react in danger. So in danger or in stress condition, kidney, the adrenal gland release adrenaline, release epinephrine, which regulate concentration of salt and water. So there are many hormones released by the adrenal gland, but you have to remember only one, which is adrenaline hormone. Okay, some hormone, mineral based, mineral corticoids, glucocorticoids, androgen, catecholamines, etc. Okay. Location on top of each kidney hormones is adrenaline and cortisol and aldosterone. These are the basic hormone released by the general and basic hormone released by the adrenal gland. Adrenaline prepare body for fight or flight. If something happening like very if you see a lion in front of you, your body comes under the fight and flight zone, release adrenaline. Adrenaline increase blood pressure, it increase heart rate, it activate all kind of mechanism, right? Makes great amount of ATP for fight, for flight. Cortisol, stress hormone, it creates a stress, regulate metabolism plus immunity. Aldosterone, it regulates salt and water balance in body. Come on the next gland, which is called pituitary gland. It is present inside the brain. So as you look in the picture, it's located in the brain. So its location base of the brain. So base of the brain. Hormone release like growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormones such as TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, growth hormone, GH. Okay, pituitary gland, as pituitary glands, this is the part. Pituitary gland control the other gland. So it's like a boss. So it's called master gland. So it's also called master's gland. Right. So why we say master glands? Because it's control many other gland and the hormone release. Pituitary gland called master gland location just discussed base of the brain below the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus, it's a kind of a gland also. Hormone, it's release growth hormone. TSH, ACTH, LH, FSH, prolactin. So growth hormone is stimulate growth. Thyroid stimulating hormone stimulate thyroid. Okay, actinocorticoids hormone stimulate adrenal cortex. LH luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone regulate reproduction in both male and female. Prolactin release milk production in females. Come on the other gland, that is the ovary, right? This is a picture of ovary. Okay. So basically ovary found present in female, right? Its location lower abdomen region. Its hormone, so basically it release estrogen plus progesterone. Function, so function of the estrogen and progesterone control the menstrual cycle, control pregnancy, development of female body feature and secondary sexual characteristics. So look the figure. This is the ovary, right? In females have one pair of ovary. This is fallopian tube. The uterus, also called the womb, cervix, vagina. So ovary makes egg plus ovary make hormone, that is estrogen and progesterone, which further help in development of many function or characteristics. Location lower abdomen in female only, hormone is estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen develop females characteristics, regulate menstrual cycle. Progesterone prepare and maintain uterus for pregnancy. Come on the next gland, which is testes. It found only in males, right? So it locations. So you see these are the testes, one pair of testes present in the male. These testes are located in a cavity, that cavity called scrotum. Hormone made by the testes is testosterone. Right. These testosterone controls sperm production and male body feature like deeper voice and body hair, widen of muscle, etc. So location is scrotum outside the body cavity. Hormone released is testosterone. Testosterone develops male characteristics, promotes sperm production. Come on the another gland which is hypothalamus, this part. The blue shaded zone called hypothalamus. Its location, it is located in the brain just above the pituitary gland. Yes, we just look the pair of the pituitary gland, master gland. Function connect nervous system and endocrine. So main function of these hypothalamus gland, it help to connect connection between endocrine system with nervous system. Okay, it control like hunger, thirst. So hypothalamus help to control hunger, thirst, body temperature, sleep, and emotional behavior as well. It also tell the pituitary gland when to release hormones. So hypothalamus also command the pituitary. Then pituitary further, this is pituitary. Pituitary further command the other lower endocrine gland. So this is pituitary, purple and green, anterior and posterior, and this is the hypothalamus region, and this is the thalamus. So hypothalamus located below the thalamus, and pituitary just located below the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus in location in the brain above the pituitary gland, and you can write below thalamus. Linked nervous and endocrine system produce releasing and inhibiting hormone. It's release both releasing hormone plus inhibiting hormone. Releasing hormone stimulate to release hormone, whereas inhibiting hormone release inhibiting hormone, like they inhibit release of further hormone. Regulate body temperature, hunger and thirst, circadian rhythm, emotional responses, etc. Importance of endocrine system. So, what is the major function of the endocrine system? Maintain homeostasis, regulate growth development, control metabolism and energy balance, support reproductive processes, help body respond to stress and maintain internal condition, internal balance. Okay. Let's do some question. Which gland is called the master gland? Just read it. It's pituitary. Which hormone increase blood sugar level? The glucagon produced by which gland? Tell me. Glucagon produced by pancreas. And which kind of cells? Either alpha or beta. Tell me about glucagon. It's made by alpha cells. Let's be. Summary. So the endocrine system work through gland that secrete hormone. Major gland we discussed here: thyroid, pancreas, adrenal, pituitary, ovaries, testes, and hypothalamus. Hormone regulate important function like metabolism, growth, stress response, and reproduction. Work in coordination with nervous system, right? This is end for today. Meet you in the next class. Take care. See you.